Welcome back to another episode of Marcel Hyde Mindset. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you guys are sharing this content, all right? And for all the content creators out there, make sure you're having fun on this process. You know, recently I was listening to a guy who was just talking on YouTube. It was like, yeah, this feels like a job. It feels like a headache. And I was just thinking to myself, like, every time I shoot a video, every time I come on the camera, it doesn't feel like a job. So if it's coming to a point where it's feeling like a job, you need to really ask yourself, do you really love this? Do you really have that passion for it? Because at the end of the day, nothing's going to be easy. Like posting videos, cutting videos, like it's not going to be easy, but you should be loving it at least because it'll come out on the camera, and it was like a 10-minute, he has a community, it's like 10 minutes long. And I was kind of turned off because I'm like, I'm not coming on here to hear you say how YouTube videos are coming to be a job for you and you didn't even want to do it. I'm just like, then don't do it, because at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, and there's times where I don't want to do it, I don't even shoot the video because I'm like, it's not fair to my audience. It's not fair to the people following me, the people that are believing in me to, shoot a video that has no value or shoot a video that like almost feels depressing. Like you're better off not coming on the camera, and the next time you come on the camera, be like, guys, I didn't shoot this video because I was feeling like this. So it shouldn't feel like that. Content should be natural. It should be like a calling that you have, in your business. If you have a business, you should be filming content because it goes along with your brand. It allows people to get to know you. It allows people to kind of, not 100%, but you get to know your personality by, posting your content if you're a business owner. So it's great to be on. You don't have to be on it every day. Well, at least some piece of content is good for you, all right? So I have to start my video off like that. But today's topic, we're going to be talking about compound interest, all right? And I am talking about the financial compound interest, when if you put down a certain amount of money month over month or every bi-weekly, in 10, 15, 20 years, your money should be growing as long as it is put into something that is an asset that, over time will give you money. And compound interest, I'm also referring to life. Right? Compound interest could be, I'm going to the gym. Right now, I'm like, let's say I'm 200 pounds and I'm going to the gym, I'm eating healthy. The compound interest of putting that work in over time will give me good results. So everything is compound interest, right? If you're trying to save money, it's not going to come from the first paycheck. It's going to be compound interest. It's going to be over time, right? It's going to be over the year, over the 2 year, over the 3 year. And then finally, after putting a certain amount away, then boom, you have your amount that you want. Like, let's say you start off the year this year, you're like, I want to save 20 grand. You start off the year every whatever month, whatever the number breaks off to, you start off saving 500 or 1,000 every paycheck. And then the next one, it's another 1,000, that's 2,000. Then the next month, that's another 1,000, that's 3,000. So over time, compounding over time, you will have that money. Compounding over time, you will have that body. All right. You can also compound interest the bad habits and bad things. Like I can compound eating chips 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and over time, over 5, 6, 7 months, my body's not going to be the same. My body will not be the same over time, right? Because I've eaten poorly. Or spending habits compound over time, right? You keep spending poorly. You keep shopping every paycheck. You keep spending on trips every paycheck. You keep spending on snacks every paycheck. You keep spending on the most expensive coffee. What do you think is going to happen over time? You look at your bank account and it's not going to be the number that you want. So compound interest, you could do both ways. It could go in the good or it can go in the bad. And where in your life, if you look at compound interest, have you been doing compound interest in a bad way? Is it in your spending? Is it in your health and fitness? So where in your life do you have to look at it and be like, you know what? I've been compounding over time these bad habits and I need to change this. Because we all have them. I have them. How do you think that I made better choices with my finances? Because at first I wasn't making good choices with my finances. How do you think my body has become better? Because I wasn't making the best choices with my body. So everyone has to look at their life. And it's good, actually. It's a perfect place to be where you can look at yourself and assess your life and assess your situation. Say, you know what? I've been doing these habits for an extended period of time and it's been giving me these results. Whether it's good or bad, I need to evaluate, okay, if it's good results I'm getting, what am I doing that's getting me these good results? And if it's good results I'm getting, what can I do to get a little bit more better? Because we can always get a bit more better, right? So you can start off saving $100 every paycheck, and then you progress to 2, and then you progress to 3, and then you progress to 4. So you can always be improving, right? And if you're like, oh, I get the same amount and I'm only able to save a certain amount, and you want to save more money, maybe that's going to inspire you to start a side hustle. You can start a side hustle now where there's extra money coming in, and now you can use that money to save or invest. So there's always a way, right? You can always be evaluating your life, always be looking at your life, and compound interest is a big topic. And it also came to my mind, the reason why I'm talking about this topic, because I met with a gentleman last week and I just showed him my YouTube channel. He's like, oh, how many videos do you have? And I didn't even know how many videos I have, because I just shoot these videos because, like I always say, like I genuinely enjoy it. It's a great space to kind of express myself. It's also a good space to go back and hear myself a year from now and be like, what thoughts were you thinking? Where was your head at? So it's great for that as well too. And there's so many other different benefits, like my communication skills have improved, my confidence has improved, like my pronunciation of words have improved because I've been doing content. So like just so many benefits. And he was like, you know what? This is compound interest. And I'm like, compound interest? He's like, yeah. Like over time, you've shot so many videos and they've compounded. Now you have 167 videos and it didn't even feel like it. It doesn't feel like it. I just do it because, like I said, I enjoy it, but it's compounded over time. He's like, you know what? Wait till you do 150 more. You're going to be even better. And who knows? Maybe by that time, you might be a massive YouTuber, or like someone's going to see your content and love it and want to sponsor you, or someone's going to see your content and be like, hey, can you work with me? So there could be so many different benefits. And I didn't even think of it like that. Like I was just doing it because I'm like, I love this. I enjoy this. Right? It's fun. It's a good space to know where your head's at. What are you thinking? Because you can watch the video and you could go back and say, what was I thinking at this point? You could go back and watch the video and learn from your own self. Maybe I've said some things on this YouTube video where I'm like, maybe that's not how I should be living, or maybe that's not the correct way, or maybe that's why I am where I am. So it's good to study yourself, and that's YouTube. Is like studying yourself is essential, because like if you don't study yourself, then how do you know what improvements you need to make? All right, so study yourself. Have some type of coach work with you as well too, because I think that's amazing. Because you can't coach yourself. Even the greats, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, they all have coaches. They got potential, and then they have people working with them to enhance that potential that they have, make them better. Right? So everybody needs a coach as well too. It could be an online mentor. You could use YouTube as an online mentor. You could join a community of people that are like-minded like you, or people that are in the direction or heading in the direction that you want to go. So coaching is important, right? But compound interest is everything. So start looking at your life. What are some adjustments you need to make? What are some things you've been compounding over time that you're happy with? What are some things over time that have compounded that you're not happy with? So just making these little changes and adjustments in your life can really help you, have a better life, have more success in your life, and, lead a better life. So I hope you guys are finding some time to do that. We are in the second week of February, or first week of February. Maybe when you watch this, it's a little later. And just make sure that each and every week you're just getting a little bit better. Each and every week you're making small adjustments, little improvements. It kind of makes life not boring when you're like always looking at your life and like, where can I make an adjustment? But if you're doing the same thing over and over again, it can get a bit boring. So just find ways to like tweak little things. Like even like if you go to the gym, do something a little different today or tomorrow. Make things a little bit interesting. If you do the same thing each and every day, like you have the same routine, maybe switch something up. Go a different direction than you do to get to work next week or the week after, and notice. Maybe you'll see something different. Maybe you'll open up something in your mind a little bit more. Maybe have a creative thought will pop in. You'll be like, oh, right. So just do things a little different, because if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, you might just get the same result. I think, I've said that before. So switch things up, change things up, be creative, be a leader, lead your life, seek mentorship, always try to grow, get better, have conversations with people. Some of my best content comes from like people, to tell you the truth. Like I get so much ideas from people, Like these topics that I talk about just come from people. They just spark something in my mind, and then I start going off on it, right? Someone says something to me and I'm like, whoa, I've expanded on it for 10 minutes on compound interest because of a conversation I had with someone that was like literally a minute. So have conversations. Don't be so to yourself. You know, people are going through similar situations as yourself, right? You know, we're all in this life experience. Everybody is on their own little journey. Everyone's trying to figure out like what direction to go, what they should be, what their passions are, who they should become, where they're gonna live, who they're gonna date, who they're gonna marry. So we all have similar things in common. Everybody has something in common, right? So don't be afraid to have conversations with people, to talk to people, to get to know people, or just to learn from people. All right. So ebook is available for a purchase. Click that link in the bio. Subscribe to the channel. And if you're a content creator, I'm going to end with this. Here's an idea for you, and you're looking for a side hustle. Here's one idea that you could do. You could go to someone who has not started a YouTube channel, someone who's not started an Instagram page, but maybe they're in business, or maybe they like content, they want to start content, but they just like they don't know where to start. And you can offer consulting services to them. You can tell them how you started and then coach them, or you can actually manage their page for them. So that's one side hustle idea for all my content creators out there. If I didn't have a job and I needed money today, that's exactly what I would do, because I've been doing this for 3 years. So I can at least help you set up your YouTube channel. I can at least record for you. I can at least get you mics. I can at least tell you, I can at least give you a script. I can at least help you with my little 3-year experience that I do have, okay? If you have 0 years of experience. So remember that. That's a little tip for you guys, for anybody that's like, oh, I don't know like how to make a little bit of money off this. You could do that if you want to, if you need to, if you need some extra cash in your pocket. Mindset is everything. Marcel, Hyde, Mindset. Peace and love for now.